Hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to teach you how to create your CV using the Europass. And the Europass is the European approved way of creating your CV or if you're applying for any school or any scholarship in the European Union. I would advise that you use this Europass method to prepare your CV, and you're going to provide you a step-by-step guide on how to get through with it. If you want the link is in the description box, and you can click right up to it. So let's get right into it. So with creating a CV, you can just click on Create a CV here. Then it will bring you right up to it, saying that without a Europass profile, you will not be able to access some of the features. Create a profile to gain access to some of the features, or continue to create your CV. Now we're going to do the first step, which is just to continue to create a CV. Then now we're going to do another step that will create a profile and see what additional features it provides us. So we'll click on continue. Now I advise that if you already have a CV format available, you can open it and you can just copy and paste some of the things here so that it can generate it for you. So I'm going to lead you through and through. So it says by saying create a new CV. So I'm going to do it right from here. So the details, before you start, select the language. I choose English. What is my date format? I would love this. You can have other formats. You can choose this if that's what you want. Then edit. You can add your picture to it. Now your first name. So I'm going to put that here. Then about me. So I already have my CV opened. So I'm just going to put certain things there just to be able to create a CV just like we use. But if you have it, if you have a CV and you would want to do it, you can just copy and paste it into it. So I'm going to copy and paste what I have into these parts, this section there. Then I'm going to choose my date of birth tangibly. Then obviously select gender. Then you select your nationality. So input my email address. I'm going to put that there. Yeah. So then it asks of your phone number. So I'm going to put probably my mobile. Then I'm going to select my country code, which is Ghanaian country code. So Ghana. Then I'm going to put that in there. Like I said, in a couple of my videos, these are just numbers to help me through. So don't call me because you're not going to get to me. Now you realize that they are asking you for your social media handles. This is becoming a thing now. I would advise that you put your LinkedIn, and you say that this field cannot be empty. So you have to put in your LinkedIn name or whatever you can put it. Or I'll advise that you can also put your URL or something. So for instant messaging, you can add probably your contacts that you have for instant messaging. For your website, if you have a website as well, you can put that there. Now we go to address. Now my address, I would like to use this. This is just a code to help me. Then I'll say that is my home address. So country, I fill that in there. So I think I'm missing something, so it's not allowing me to save. What am I missing? Okay, so I said it like I said. You have to obviously put your LinkedIn URL here to be able to access that. So let me say that I'm going to put in any URL that I've got. Let me see that, just to be able to get me through. Now these things are becoming very essential. So I advise that if you're posting stuff on your social media handles, you should be very careful to post things that are relevant to your field of steady so that you don't end up posting stuff that can cost you your application. Yeah. So I paste my URL here. Then I'm sure now I can save. So I go to save. Then you know that you can add other sections. Like, so let me add a section, and I want to add my probably education and training. Add a section. So title of qualification awarded. I'm going to put in my Doctor of Philosophy here. So I'm switching between screens, so pardon me, things might be a little bit slow. Then I'm going to put in the Open University. That's my awarding institution. Then I'm going to put my my address, which is Walton Hall. My postcode for my school is MK7. City is Milton Keynes. Then my country is maybe So I think that because I used that, so I'm gonna put my country as the United Kingdom because that's where I got my school from. Then I think that I can add my school's website. Okay. So bear with me. This is actually my first time trying to get around this to bring to you. So I'll be a bit getting through to it. Then from what date? So I'm going to put in a day like that. Then to that, and that. So if you're still ongoing, you can put like ongoing or something like that. If you're still applying, then you can just do save. Now you can add more sections. Like I said, you can add a lot more sections if it has to be with your education or some projects or some volunteering or recommendation. So you can get through to it right after the other if you have all the categories here: work experience, language, digital conferences. Then when you're done, you can just click next. So it's going to ask you now. It's created just with the little information I've put in. It's created my CV for me. Then you can choose different formats. You want it this way. If you have your picture, obviously your picture is going to be this way. Now there are 3 different formats for the Europass method, so you can choose what you want specifically, and they are all the Europass format method, and you can just get along with it. So I want to probably choose this one because it looks great to me. Then I just go to next. So now I'm going to choose a name for my CV. I'm going to call it Ajua Cerebral, and I'm going to export in the PDF format, and all what I do is just to download. Yeah, so that was basically how to create the CV when you do not have a Europass profile. So I'm going to teach you how to create that a CV if you've got a Europass profile, and that it will give you added advantage and added features. So you just come here and you register. So I'm going to use my details to register with for you. So you're going to create an account. So I'm going to input that. I already have some details in this. Hopefully it wouldn't log me out, but you can use your details obviously if you've not had to use this profile before. But if you already have your profile, you can use it and sign in straight away. So bear with me because I'm doing it right away from my machine. There'll be a bit of some sluggishness from my slow typing, I guess. So you input that. Can you see that? I think I can see that. Hopefully I'm right. Checking the box, creating the account. It says that I couldn't see that, so I have to try that again. Guys, you guys need to know that some of us have bad eyesight, so you shouldn't be giving such things. Okay, ta-da, we got through with it. So it's going to send you an email to allow you to complete the registration process. So let's quickly go into my email to see what I've received. So I'm inside my email address. Don't panic. This email takes a while for it to come. So if you are not receiving it, don't worry, it's gonna come. So you're gonna click on that. That's your email address, and you have to click on this link to confirm it. So I click on the link. Now I have to generate a password for that. So you generate the password. I'll advise that you keep the password so you do not forget it. If you have to log back out and log back in, bear with me. Inputting my password. I hope you're finding it an interesting process. Yeah, so I've submitted. So your EU login password was successfully changed, so you can proceed. And now, yeah, it brings me back here. So the Europass, yeah. So basically, you can create a profile, and it gives you just the details like we had before. And actually, you realize that when you start, there's some quite of a difference when it has to be in terms of the added feature. If you do not have an added feature, um, like the other one makes it quite this one makes it quite easier because you can add more things to it here. I hope you can see the process I'm going through. I'll advise that you probably open side on side two laptops or a phone whilst watching this video and inputting the information as much as possible. Like I said earlier on, I always advise that you put your working address to it. And here you can add more if you have other addresses to it as well. So we can go to next, and you can add your working experience if you have to here. Or is there any other name that is called, your occupation is called in your firm? You can add it here. Now I'm going to input my employer. And mind you, this is just something to get me through to the application. So take your time and apply it so you can go over and over again. So from choosing just a random date, and I'll say ongoing. Now you can describe your task. I like to bullet them, like I said before. Let a team of 10 to develop 15 STEM clubs based on our model. That's what I did. That's what I said I do. So you can add more working experience if you have to, and or you can explore other. So we see with the first one, you had to input the sections that you have to input, but with the Europass format, you can input them based on what you have inputted. So education, I'm going to say Doctor of Philosophy. You just be inputting and enjoying the ride as it goes, isn't it? Isn't that interesting? So I'm going to enter just a random in a random like in stuff to get through to the process. Mind me if I'm sounding a bit jittery because I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. People do well, with this whole thingy. So I'm gonna add that, and I'm gonna say that I'm ongoing because I don't want to add that. But if you're done or you're finished, just add it. You can add on and on and on. But if you're done with this section, you can always go to next. Language skills, you can add your mother tongue. If you did English, you can add digital skills. If you have well versed in Microsoft Excel and Outlook, you can add on to that. Group skills, you can add on to that, or different categories and different things you can create. So I'll go to next. Now it's created my file for me here. So you can always go and come back, and always modify it based on what you want. And that's the advantage of this, so that you don't have to do this over and over again. Um, so basically, that is just about it for creating a CV. Mind you, you can use the Europass format for a lot of avenues to search for jobs, to actually have that as a profile to serve for jobs, make it tangible to be able to see jobs and just apply through Europass. So it gives you a lot of options and things that you can do. But with the essence of creating a CV, this is just what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If it was helpful, click on the like button, share for your friends, and subscribe to get more updates on how to go about other applications. Thank you for watching.